I came at a bad time.
No. I think you couldn't have timed it better.
23:47:15 system time. Very punctual, Kafka.
Anjing, suaranya gede banget, Cok. Taruh deh. Gue kecilin dulu, gue kecilin. Anjing, wah, gila, bro. Bisa main HSR, bro. The hell, man.
Elio always tells the exact future.
Anjay!
So what's with the explosion just now? Was that also part of his script?
Uh-huh. 23:44:59 system time. The pulses from the explosion cause a massive breakdown from the master control system.
You did that.
No, the Antimatter Legion did it. They completely invaded the space station 2 system hours ago.
Alright. So do we need to fight the Legion?
I don't know. Elio didn't say anything about it, so it doesn't matter.
Got it. So from now on, I'll be in charge of this operation.
Copy. Can you let me have some fun this time? Our last few operations turned out to be pretty dull.
Sorry,
Apa?
I'm afraid there is not much I can do for you. Our task this time is just to place the target properly. But if you want to go look for some fun yourself, I won't stop you. I mean, after
Oh my god.
After all, Elio didn't put it in the script. Why would it matter?
Oh my god. Guys, baca kata kon enemy select on selected enemy. Anjing, baru langsung nyerang gitu, Bray. Tunggu, gue belum. Halo dah, suara game gede banget anjing. Sumpah suara game gede banget. Select on enemy right assert. Oh, ngebreak, bro. Anjas. Anjas. Wah, boleh cok. Anjing, bentar. Bahasanya. Anjing, grafiknya high. Oke, grafiknya high lah, boleh lah. Lalu anjing, ini teks English, anjing Indonesia ada nggak? Yang gitu dong. Oh boy, nggak ada Indonesia, yakin gua. Nggak ada dong. Ya dong, nggak ada dong. Ya, anjir. Fuck is this, bro?
Who's this?
Yeah.
She looks so young. She was already famous in the last Amber era, no? She has to be at least 100 years old.
She's a member of the Genius Society and an emanator of Noose the Erudition. She could probably age backwards if she wanted.
Yeah, I seem to recall that over half of the Genius Society's 80-odd members had a normal death. Wasn't there someone who lived for a dozen days or so? What was her name?
That's pretty normal. Aren't the immortal bosses in games always waiting for the protagonist to come kill them? Immortality is not always a good thing.
Oh, what an alliance joke.
Ini ada apaan anjing di PC gue? Alright. Anjir, sumpah anjing, escape-nya mencet statusnya Keren anjing megang HP bocah. Oke, can we take a picture? Wow. Oke. Belum jam, ini kan belum jam 8.25 kan? Jam 8.25 ada inian nih.
When did the Antimatter Legion become so weak?
I could only attract this much. Did you really want the entire Legion to come here?
Oh, this lot won't be able to slow down the Astral Express crew.
Relax. A Doomsday Beast is also here.
Doomsday Beast siapa anjing? Wow. Level 2 antimatter. Oh, itu kelemahannya ya? Itu nyala-nyala apaan tuh? Oh, bentar. Anjing mirip banget Genshin bro. Ya nggak pusing lah jadinya lah, setidaknya lah. Cara nge-redeem kode gimana cok? Redeem kode? Oh nggak bisa coy. Oh, kalau kita nabok dari belakang musuhnya otomatis nggak otomatis sih berkurang darahnya itu beberapa tuh langsung sekarat coy. Ini gue solo anjing. Kalau memiliki teammate yang kuat dapat melancarkan selain lagi sudah terisi penuh. Kayaknya muka gue bagusan sebelah kanan deh. Ya nggak sih?
Time to move.
Sabar lo jangan buru-buru jangan buru-buru. Nih. Sekarang kecilin dikit kali ya. Segitu kali ya? Kecilan nggak sih? Bentar gue liat layar dulu. Oh, udah aman. Kayak muka gue aneh anjing. Transform. Nah gini kan keren. Baru bangun tidur banget kelihatan banget anjing. Nah ini kan enak nih. Nah lalu dapat lanjutkan setelah mengisi energi sudah terisi. Oke. Oh ngarahinnya bisa inian, bisa sesuai urutan inian, bisa diganti-ganti. Oke, alright. Gue elementalnya. Oh ini ya, ini kelemahan dia ya. Coba dah. Oh benar. Oh tapi nggak dapat turun barunya.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Anjay. Taruh deh, kalau blast itu apa sih? Oh, ini nggak ada penjelasan skill di sini apa ya? Lancarkan skill. Ki. Oh, I'm kinda understand it. Nah, itu ngapa tuh?
Cleaning up other people's mess isn't in my job description. You know, Hofstad?
Ini siapa lagi anjir?
Yeah. Where did you send it, Silverwolf?
Taruh dah. Kita nanti sebarino-barinian cok masalahnya anjing. Udah mulai belum ntar? $8.25 kan?
Some random coordinates, not important. You care about where that Void Ranger ended up?
Cuma beberapa kali aja, tidak penting memangnya kamu peduli kemana Subathon itu berakhir.
Of course not. I'm just amazed at this fancy technique of yours, as usual.
Just a little trick of
Ayo,
tampering with the
sama-sama
data of reality. I wouldn't call it fancy.
Memodifikasi data sebenarnya cuma trik kecil saja, bukan sesuatu yang hebat.
What were you looking at so intently just now? Let me see.
Apa yang baru saja kamu tatap dengan seksama, coba aku lihat.
Herta's Toys, a catalog featuring the space station's collection of rare items. They've got a lot of interesting gadgets.
Mainan Herta, kata selesai benda langka, penjelasan berangkasa, ada banyak gejala.
Like what?
There's this gun. It can rate any creature within its crosshair as a score from 0 to 100.
Pistol ini punya kemampuan melihat makhluk apapun yang muncul di garis bidiknya pada skala 0 sampai
This doesn't sound very interesting.
Aren't you curious about how much you would score? I kinda wanna know mine.
Fine, I guess we can swing by and play with it if it's not too far.
Go down the corridor behind the door on the left.
Koridor di
There's a
belakang
room where
pintu di
some
sebelah
kind of
kiri ada
rare
sebuah
item
ruangan
is
untuk
stored.
menyimpannya semacam benda langka itu.
So that's where the Stellaron is.
Kanker tempat Stellaron berada, kanker dari seluruh dunia. Stellaron, kanker dari seluruh dunia, maksudnya?
That's where we can find out where the Stellaron is.
Ini pakai apaan tuh ini? The hell? I? No? C? No? Objek bisa dihancurkan. Oh.
The central area of the space station is up ahead. There will be lots of Legion Void Rangers there.
Okay.
Alright, ini ada apaan sih di sini? Base zone. Anjing, ini resin gua 180, bro. Kebanyakan, bro, resin gua. Hello, boy. Ini biasanya kalau dari belakang kenanya lebih kayak gini. Ahai.
May as well kill them all.
Energi tidak cukup. What is energi tidak cukup? Oh, kita nggak bisa ganti karakternya. Nggak bisa tosan. Alur jalan tuh sesuai dengan urutan partinya. Nggak bisa tosan di sini. Oke. Bisa nggak sih? Gua nggak apa belum tak ganti jenis tendangan, pilih target kiri, pilih serangan target. Ini nggak ada kelemahan kita sebetulnya, jadi kayak single targetnya nggak sih? Ini kan?
Can you let me have some fun this time?
Nah, ini baru nih target kita nih. Ini impernya apa ya? Oh, bisa tahu berkurangnya berapa dari sini damage-nya. I see. Ini kalau kita serang pakai ini berkurangnya cuma segini, kalau pakai ini berkurangnya banyak. Oke. I know.
Time for a buzz.
Nice. Lah pulih. Energi sudah penuh. Oke. Setelah ultimate tersedia, ultimate dapat segera dilancarkan.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Apa ada ultinya main Tetris anjing? Oh coba saya lihat semua tutorial sudah terbuka. Oke. Al kiri. Oke. Tekan skill atau gunakan tombol pintas. Oke, tahu gua. Pilih target, oke. Oke. Oh, ini ada nilai aksinya juga. Oke. Sih. Kita dapat stellar jet. Oh, berarti semuanya bisa kita bantai-bantai ya. Oh, kayak gini-gini. Oh, ini peti harta. Oh, ini ketinggian. Oke. Now I know. Ini udah gak ada lagi kan di sini kan ya? Udah gak ada apa-apa kan? Gue coba ke belakang lagi deh. Gue takutnya ada yang ketinggalan. Gue nggak mau buka chest, tapi gue buka yang ngancur-ngancurin aja sih. Tapi kalau chest nanti lihat gue orang lah. Nggak usah ribet. Nggak ada berarti. Aman. Nggak ada. Let's go. Gue udah dapat banyak nih informasinya. Tapi gue nggak tahu kayak ini ada stamina larinya nggak sih? Oh, ini nggak ada stamina larinya. Bisa terus lari. Alright. Oh, jadi kita nggak bisa spam dash. Oke. Pengetahuan baru. Let's go. Oh, tuh buat heal. Oh, kotak itu heal. Alright. Anjing, there's a lot much to learn. Anjay. Stop.
Someone or something is up ahead.
Ada seorang atau sesuatu di depan. Sumpah nih kayak abis lektor anjing ada di Genshin.
Looks like we're the ones getting ambushed.
But they're the ones getting besieged.
Tahu gua. Cuman gua pikir bisa tosan, bro. Ternyata nggak bisa tosan, Jing. Ini gua udah tahu nih. Ya, gua udah tahu. Thank you infonya. Oh, blast. Oh, blast itu ke semuanya. Alright.
You took the bait just like that.
Halo, Ted. Gila, Teddy. Aduh, sakit anjing. Aduh. Anjing, gue pikir bisa tosan ya. Tolol bisa ulti ya kita ya.
Time to say bye.
Boleh lah ulti lah, boleh lah.
This won't take long.
Boleh lah ulti lah. Gua belum biasa.
Not a single soul here. Impressive evacuation work. Did Herta organize it herself?
Apa Herta mengatur ini?
According to the access history, she hasn't logged in here for over 6 months. The evacuation was directed by the acting lead researcher, a girl named Asta.
Ini kita belum milih karakter loh anjing, belum milih karakter yang kata laki sama ceweknya. Dari lewat AC, Lumin sama Ether. Dari lewat AC, wanita itu tidak masuk ke sistem selama lebih dari 6 bulan. Evakuasi diarahkan oleh kepala peneliti sementara, seorang gadis bernama Asta. Anjay.
It doesn't ring a bell. Oh right. Elio said we wouldn't run into Herta.
Belum pernah dengar. Oh iya, kata Elio kita tidak akan bertemu Herta. Jadi dia benar-benar tidak ada di sini.
Where's the Stellaron?
Ini Stellaron kanker dari seluruh dunia anjing artinya tuh. Ada di mana?
Elio's script doesn't include any info about the location of the Stellaron, which means in the future he foresees.
Yang berarti di masa depan yang dia lihat, naskah Elio tidak menemukan lokasi spesifik Stellaron yang berarti di masa depan yang dia lihat.
We would find the Stellaron in a non-physical way.
Oh, bakal nemuin kanker ya dengan cara non-fisik. Bertahan berapa lama bang main ASR? Aku kayaknya kemungkinan kayaknya bakal lama. Cuma karena aku kan main Persona juga kan ya. Aku suka game turn based gini. Nggak tahu sih, cuman lihat nanti aja. Oke.
This space station is packed
Di mana
with
Honkai Energi
extraordinary
SR?
objects.
Wah, nggak tahu deh tuh. Gua baru main, Jin. Stasiun luar angkasa ini punya banyak benda luar angkasa. Tidak heran kalau ada benda langka seperti itu.
Hiding something extraordinary with something extraordinary. This is pretty Herta. I assume you know what to do. I mean, you've read the catalog for quite a while.
Menyembunyikan benda langka dengan benda langka. Cara ini memang cara khas Herta. Kamu tahu kan harus berbuat apa? Maksudku, kamu sudah cukup lama membaca katalog itu.
I've got all the clues we need. The only piece missing is a simple trick. Help me investigate the terminal in this room. Our item might be inside.
Bisa bahasa Jepang? Bisa, Ted. Bisa bahasa Jepang, Cina, sama kayak Genshin lah. Honkai Star itu spin-off Honkai 3 Impact mirip sama Honkai Gakuen dan spin of Parallel Universe. Oh gitu. Aku pertama kali nih main seri-seri Honkai. Jadi tolong bantuannya ya, anjay.
Okay, the stage is yours.
Baiklah, waktunya kamu beraksi. Sumpah mirip kayak bronya anjing itu. Tau nggak thumbnail gue bronya anjir. Gue pernah main Honkai Impact, cuman main bentar doang dan karakter bintang 5 yang pertama kali gue dapet tuh bronya. Kata teman-teman gue hoki anjing dapat bronya, katanya bronya tuh sakit kan lumayan lah. Untuk player baru gitu. Makanya gue pakai thumbnail bronya. Dan di sini ada bronya juga ternyata, cuma bronya udah gede anjing di sini. Beda informasi Imaginary Tree dan Sea of Quanta. Wah, aku kurang tahu udah gitu-gituan anjir. Bisa nih, Ted, mau lihat bahasa, Ted? Nih, lihat bahasa, Ted. Nih, bahasa teks itu gue bentar ya. Bahasa teks itu gue bahasa Indonesia. Bisa diatur ke bahasa mana? Bahasa teks ya, bahasa apa namanya translate-nya. Kalau ini bahasa suaranya yang orang ngomongnya. Gitu, Ted. Ini gue udah mulai paham sih, cuman yang agak gue sayangkan kagak bisa tosan. Gue pikir bisa tosan, jing. Nyata enggak ya. Cuman ya udahlah ya. So far sih masih gampang ya. Belum ketemu musuh yang ini.
I can't see the memory storage for this terminal.
This is the monitoring room. They must have deleted the records and made a run for it.
Ya lah, modelnya mereka pasti sudah menghapus rekamannya dan kabur klasik deh. Oke. Imaginary dan kalau Imaginary itu alam semesta, kalau si Quanto itu itu yang jatuh jadi bubble universe dari Imaginary. Oh, kayak anaknya itu ya, peranakannya itu ya. Anjing, kapan gue punya setup komputer kayak gini ya? Kapan gue punya setup komputer kayak gini ya? Anjir nih.
I can see the whole space station on the surveillance screen.
Aku bisa melihat seluruh stasiun luar angkasa di layar pengawas. Aku tidak bisa melihat. Tapi aku tidak melihat. Oh.
Even if you could, it'd be a trap. Herta doesn't display her collections. Make your way over here then. There's no point in trying to
Kalau
search
begitu
like
kamu
this.
kesini saja. Tidak ada gunanya mencoba mencari seperti ini. Oke. Energi Honkai itu bahaya di seri Honkai loh. Oke. Nice, thank you infonya.
So, got a master plan? I'm all ears.
It's a matter of hacking the surveillance
Langsung saja
system
meretas
directly.
sistem pemantauan.
I see. Herta's collections aren't in
Ini
the
menit
system,
25
so
kita nonton
anything
live stream.
unaffected should
Ini
be
menit
marked.
25 kita nonton live streaming YouTube Honkai ya. Menit 25. Ini gue belum ini nih. Menit 25 tuh di 825 itu ada live streaming di YouTube official Honkai Impact. Honkai Starrel. Jadi kayak kita nonton itu ya di 825. Ini 3 menit lagi, Bro. Tidak ada sih sama apa jawaban.
Simple, crude, but effective.
Ternyata kasar tapi efektif. Lihat ketemu nih. Ketemu kan Stellarionnya. Kekacauan mengakar, berinteraksi dengan benda langka untuk mengungkapkan rahasia di monitoring room. Oke. Lah hilang anjir itu si teman kita. Nggak ada di party kita anjir.
What's the
Item number 211, line spot. A simple light deflecting field. It allows an object in its field to pass unnoticed.
Ntar ya, Bu.
But if a different item ceases to be obvious,
Ntar ya,
the object gets revealed.
gue tipe streamer baca soalnya, jadi gue baca dulu ya. Bintang langka nomor 21 blind spot. Si bidang pemantulan cahaya sederhana. Hal ini memungkinkan objek di bidangnya untuk lewat tanpa diketahui. Bidang pemantulan cahaya sederhana. Tapi kalau item yang berbeda tidak lagi terlihat, Objek akan terungkap. Oh.
So, Herta hides her collection with something as simple as this?
The simplest method is the hardest to spot. Isn't that our motto?
Bang, gua kok pas lagi download voice Jepang tiba-tiba terputus dari server ya? Wah, aku kurang tahu deh kalau soal itu RxZ. Aku kurang tahu deh kalau itu. Mungkin bug kali, I don't know. Aku nggak tahu sih. Aku nggak pernah pakai voice Jepang di Genshin juga. Semakin sederhana terlihat, semakin sulit terlihat. Bukannya itu mata kita. Udah tinggal 1 menit lagi. Jadi kita prepare dulu ya. Oh nih. Kita prepare dulu di streamingnya Honkai Impact ya. Kita tonton dulu deh. Nih. Ini kan nih 825 tuh. 825. Jadi kita prepare scene dulu ya. Ini belum bisa di full screenin anjir. Tunggu gue pipis dulu. Wait ya. Wah, 5 menit lagi, geng. 5 menit lagi berarti jam berapa tuh? 2.30 ya, 8.30 berarti ya. Berarti nanti dulu deh, kita main lagi. Diundur jadi 8.30 ya. Itu streaming di live YouTube. Jadi kita mainin dulu bentar, 5 menit lagi. Hal aneh nomor 2. Nuh, tabat di mana? Balas lewat chat tuh, lagi meeting. Data menunjukkan itu cuma hologram biasa tapi memiliki lapisan tambahan.
Let's take a look. Don't worry, this place won't be our grave.
Ayo kita lihat, jangan khawatir, tempat ini tidak akan jadi kuburan kita. Oke. Oh, ini dungeonnya nih. Ini dungeonnya nggak sih?
She's a member of the Genius Society, all right.
The Stellaround is up ahead. Let's hurry. It has its own security system. I guess even for Herta, Stellaround is no ordinary rarity.
Kurasa bahkan bagi Herta pun Stellaround bukan koleksi
Can you
biasa.
get it?
Of course. Even the genius Herta can't compete with me when it comes to hacking.
Whoa, I like that confidence, bro.
Good. Then I'll also count on you with the preparation of the receptacle.
Bagus kalau gitu, aku juga akan mengadah kamu dengan persiapan wadahnya ya, oke. Anjing, cutscene.
The receptacle's ready. Your decision.
Elio said this decision will bring about lots of changes.
He also said, it must be you who makes it. Why are you standing around? Having second thoughts?
Yeah, we've always been the ones taking.
Want to give her a new name?
Ya, nickname gua kalau main game TOF. Yoi bro.
There we go.
Oh cutscene.
How much does she remember?
I'll remember you.
Time to get up. Oh.
Kafka.
Great. So you remember me. Listen, you are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here, or what you're going to do next. You think I look familiar, but you're not sure if you should trust me.
Kamu sedang bingung sekarang. Kamu tidak tahu siapa kamu tidak tahu siapa kamu, tapi kamu kenapa kamu ada di sini atau apa yang akan kamu lakukan selanjutnya. Kamu merasa aku terlihat familiar, tapi kamu tidak yakin bisa percaya.
None of that matters. All you need to know is that I'm leaving, and you will be left all alone on this space station. From now on, you needn't think about your past or doubt yourself.
Udah keluar, udah buka. Live streamingnya udah buka, udah keluar. Yes, launch show-nya bos.
Ladies and gentlemen, trailblazers from all over the world, welcome to Honkai Star Rail Launch Show. This show is presented by HoYoverse, the developer of Honkai Star Rail. I'm Sydney Goodman, and I will be your host for today. I'd love to welcome some very special guests from RDC World, voice actress and content creator Lily Pichu, and Austin Malcolm from HoYoverse. Why don't we go around the room and introduce ourselves?
Hey Trailblazers, it's Mark from RDC World, also known as Supreme Dreams. I'm part of a content creator group. We make anime videos, video game videos, and sports videos. And honestly, I'm just happy to be here with everybody.
Hi, I'm Lily, or Lily Pichu. I'm a voice actress, content creator. I'm also really happy to be here. My favorite color is pink. To you, Austin.
Really? And hey, everybody. I'm Austin from the branding team at HoYoverse. And first of all, I just want to say thank you to Sydney, Mark, and Lily for being here and celebrating this big moment with all of us. And thank you to you out there, all the trailblazers, tuning in today to hear about Honkai Star Rail and to celebrate our official launch together.
Well, thank you so much, Austin. So, where are we sitting right now?
I would have to say, with these lush couches and these stars all around us, probably a waiting room somewhere in space.
Whoa. No way.
Yeah,
Ga-
and which means that the Astral Express
Gacha dong,
may be
pala lo
arriving any
gacha.
moment now to take us out.
Gue nggak mau
beyond
gacha
the
di game
stars.
ini, Dik.
Well, it's great that you mentioned that because I have heard the Astral Express mentioned a lot when describing Honkai Star Rail. For our trailblazers that are new to the game, can you start us off by telling us a bit more about Honkai Star Rail?
Sure, yeah. So Honkai Star Rail, it's a free-to-play, cross-platform space fantasy RPG developed by us, Hoyoverse. In the game, you'll become what we call a trailblazer. You'll get to explore vast worlds that take place in a universe filled with thousands of years of history. During that journey, you'll meet a lot of characters, different species, and maybe some familiar faces. You'll also run into some mysterious and powerful Aeons. They could be friendly, they could be hostile, but no matter what, they're going to have an importance in your story. We are trying to design this vast and intricate universe for players like you.
Mark and Lily, so you guys have both had a chance to play the game in the closed betas, right?
Yeah, I participated in the final closed beta in, I think, February.
I was in the second closed beta last May.
Okay, so I'm the only one here who has yet to play.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I think the only impressions you have is probably from that trailer we just showed.
It is, and the trailer looks incredible.
It's really
I'm
pretty. I like
so
it.
excited.
Sampai gacha tak sambar mau lihat
The
gue
game
nanti
has
beli
come a
standar
long
dapat apaan
way,
ya.
Especially since our first closed
Main
beta
dong,
back in
main.
October 2021. We made lots of changes and improvements between like each and every closed beta. So I mean that's including like we redid the first 3 hours of the game. We had new stories, characters. There's a whole new zone, which is the Herta space station.
I like the space station because it had this like side quest that was really tragic, and I love tragedy.
Oh,
So-
tragic.
Oh, that's
Tell me
very
more.
It was about a star-crossed couple with they were separated by like time, like something with time, and it was really touching. And I'm an emotional person, so I was like, I like stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like touching stories is like something that we always resonate with, and we think a lot of our players also resonate with. So it's really great to hear that that's something that really left a mark on you.
Oh yeah, make me cry.
You're like, I'm still crying about it, actually.
Cry, laugh, any of those things.
Mark, did you play the same side
Udah kurang
quest,
demen
or
main
were
game
there
dulu
any
bes ya.
memorable
Dasar
moments
orang
about it?
tua.
Yeah, I was actually able to visit one of the cities. It's really hard for me to say this name, but it's like Shaozu or something like that. I feel like it was a great addition to the game, and honestly, it's like really well designed, like truly amazing. Like I'm in a real city, and it's like so many things to do. I just thought it was, it was amazing. Plus, I like Kafka a lot, so.
Well, after the second closed beta, we revealed Shenzhou Luofo during Gamescom last year. In the final closed beta in February this year was when Shenzhou Luofo was first released to beta players, so that's what you got to experience.
Oh, okay.
And it seems like everyone really loved the scenery.
So, Lily, what impressed you the most about Honkai Star Rail?
When I look at a game, the first thing I look for is like, is it pretty? Or I mean, I love cute, pretty stuff,
Yeah.
and Honkai Star Rail had that. Especially the characters, they have
Yeah.
such cute designs. I could gush
Absolutely.
about it this entire show, but I won't. But they're really cute.
We have a lot of announcements, so I appreciate that. A lot to get through. But it's safe to say that characters are a really important part of the gameplay experience. As an aside, do you all have a favorite RPG character?
Yeah, I would say mine is Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Bro,
probably. That was one of my,
Sora, bro.
First RPGs I played. And just to add Disney characters in there was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
To
Right?
Me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know you could
Yeah,
do
that
that.
whole collab.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that
Yeah, I
whole collab was
remember
crazy.
when I first played Kingdom Hearts 2, I was like, wait, you can do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like.
You can like,
This
Yeah.
loud?
yeah.
Well, then they also grabbed like Final Fantasy characters in too. So you have
True.
like Hercules and Cloud
Cloud,
Strife, and you're like,
Sephiroth.
what is happening here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Lily, what about you? Favorite
My
character?
favorite RPG character. Oh, it's so hard. I have trouble picking. I'm very indecisive. What about you?
I'll pass on this question, but I'm really curious what Sydney has to say.
One of my favorites is definitely Yosuke from Persona 4.
Oh.
Haven't played those games.
Super fun, but he's so clumsy and just kind of like lovable and like a little bit of like a, I don't know that I'm allowed to say the word on stream, but, you love him despite maybe his flaws.
Yeah.
So,
Persona was fun.
right?
That was like a fun turn-based RPG.
Lots of good
Totally.
characters. from
Good
Persona.
characters, good
Lots of-
setting.
Yeah, I like
that was
the
a
art
good
direction.
RPG.
a lot.
Ryuji from Persona 5 was kind of like that same
Yeah.
sort of vibe there. Like, oh yeah, like kind of lovable idiot. I guess you
Yeah,
could
there
say.
you go. It's like
yeah.
it's already it.
Do you
It's
have, like-
okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like an RPG archetype that you find yourself gravitating towards? Like a type of. You said you like clumsy.
Yeah, it kind of is always like the clumsy, like lovable best friend that kind of makes comments that maybe they shouldn't, but like deep down they do love and feel, and I'm like, it's okay, I can fix you.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's one of those. It's one of those. Okay.
Now back to Honkai Star Rail. Do you have a favorite character, or maybe even a character that left a strong impression on you?
I really like Kafka a lot, just because she's like one of the first people I've seen, and she said some really wise words to Silverwolf at one point at the beginning of the game when I started playing on the beta. But also I like Himiko because her ultimate move is like
Yes.
it's like a beam from the space, and
That's
she
cool.
was talking a lot of mess while she was shooting the beam from space. So
Kalau
I
ni
just like
Honkai
that.
gue kepaus kan
You
ya?
know, Battling is always my favorite aspect of a game.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Oh, kepaus,
Yeah.
kepaus, kepaus.
I would pick Seal. Like she's really nice, but she's also badass, and she looks sick too. I think my second favorite would be just March 7th because I remember looking at the character. I'm like, that is such an interesting name.
yeah.
So I really like that design.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What about you, Austin? Do you have a favorite, or is it like choosing favorite children?
Right, yeah. I mean, I love them all. But if I had to choose, I would also say March 7th. I mean, she's quite literally the face of our game. But she also has that energetic, optimistic personality I think that we all can just really love, and love to have that kind of contagious sort of smile on the team. So you'll never be bored if you're playing with March 7th.
So back to my first question, Mark. Based on what you know, what are your thoughts on Honkai Star Rail?
Well, I really like the just like how fluid the animations are in the game, and I like the fact that I haven't played really many RPG games where you can just like switch your character in the, while like running and exploring things. I really thought that was a good addition. Also, like you have like 3 people on the team, sometimes 4, a lot of different characters to choose from. The battle animations are really good, and like I was explaining about Himiko and her ultra, I like all their ultimates. They're really top tier in my opinion, and really well done. So that's what I like about
Before, what did you mean by it's very RPG?
it. Well, by like very RPG, I feel like first it has a lot of cutscenes that kind of play out like a movie. All like RPG games always have a lot of cutscenes that play out like a movie. The characters are really well thought out, and it feels like you're kind of watching like meeting anime characters. That's what I like a lot.
Yeah,
So,
she does too.
that's just what I mean by like RPG. So.
I get the immersion in the story thing. It is like watching a movie for me, except like you're playing in the movie. Like I felt that during certain side quests, like To the Faint Star and etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and I feel like the characters, from what I've seen, already have such rich and like deep backstories, and with such a like detailed world, it's so easy to get lost in it, right?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I like to get attached to characters, like depending on what they are, and sometimes a little too attached, you know? Like I don't want anything bad to happen to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Literally, it is like a movie.
Yeah.
Like, you are controlling the characters. And
Definitely.
Exactly. It's almost too much pressure, right? Because then you love the characters and you are in control and you don't want
Yeah.
anything bad to happen.
Yeah.
We're trying our best to kind of create an experience as immersive as possible. So, which is what we feel is one of the most important things to making a good RPG. A lot of our inspiration actually came from a lot of great classics like the Trails series,
Yep.
Persona.
I heard that the producer of Star Rail previously had conversations with the producers of Atlas and Falcom.
Oh,
Yeah, when he learned that Toshihiro Kondo from Falcom and Katsura Hoshino from Atlas agreed to meet up, he was in high spirits the entire day. A lot of members on the team actually grew up playing the Trails and Persona series, so that was a huge morale boost for the entire team.
Yeah, well, I mean, that all sounds so exciting. And
Gila,
speaking
bro!
of exciting, I assume that Honkai Star Rail is a game that's built to last and will continuously bring new updates?
Yes, so a lot of like other Hoyoverse products like Genshin Impact, Tears of Themis, Honkai Impact 3rd, we are going to make sure we're dedicating lots of time and passion into high quality and continuous updates for the game.
So, what would you say is the most important feature of Honkai Star Rail?
Well, that's a pretty hard question to answer. But personally, My favorite aspect about Honkai Star Rail would probably be the story and the world that we created.
I was actually a bit confused about the world, or the universe to be more specific.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So let me get ready for this, because our universe can be a little difficult to understand. So let me explain some kind of vital concepts for you.
Okay.
First off, the two most important concepts are aeons and stellarons. The aeons are basically gods, and they all ascended from ordinary creatures or non-living things. Each aeon represents an ideal or unique concept in the universe, which gives them their own motivation and their source of power. For example, the aeon of trailblazing, Akivali, was once the former owner of the Astral Express, but his goal was to discover and explore the great unknowns. In our current timeline, though, Akivali is actually long gone, but his believers, the Nameless, continue in his absence and travel across the universe, shuttling between different planets and always taking part in some sort of adventure. So, the character you choose will also be part of this group of the Nameless. But you have one important difference from the rest of the cast. That is the existence of a stellaron inside your body. Stellarons are generally considered to be the source of disasters in the universe, so they're known to be ominous and dangerous objects. A group of individuals are called the Stellaron Hunters, and they are looking for stellarons in order to use them for unknown purposes. So if Kafka, Silverwolf, Blade, and their leader Elio are the four that make up the Stellaron Hunters. But for some unknown reason, Kafka decided to stuff a stellaron inside your body, and that's where your journey begins. So now that you have a stellaron inside of you, you must set off to various worlds around the universe, hopefully to explore the secrets of the world and discover the truth about who you really are. So our starting point in the game is a space station called Herta, named after the owner of the station, one of my favorite characters and one of the smartest people in the universe. The space station is packed with scientists and researchers from around the universe, but in reality, it's really just Miss Herta's laboratory and personal storage room.
Okay, so we're now inside Herta Space Station?
Yeah, we are. I would say this is the Herta space station. But we'll be departing from here shortly to the first world, a planet covered by ice and snow called Jarilo 6. This used to be a planet with a prosperous civilization, but because of a stellaron hundreds of years ago, Jarilo 6 experienced a sudden climate shift and turned into a pure white planet. Now there's only one city with civilization left on the entire planet, called Belobog, which is our first destination. Here we'll see stories of humans fighting against humans, fighting against the climate, and fighting against monsters.
And that's why I said it was very RPG-like, because it's a lot of lore, like a lot.
And there's more. So our next destination is the Shenzhou Laofu, a gigantic interstellar spaceship that's home to several different races and very advanced civilizations. Here, you'll find races with fox ears, some with dragon inheritance, and even normal, ordinary humans. They're all waiting for players to discover and meet them in the game. But you can learn more about Shenzhou's civilization by completing quests, reading texts in the world, and interacting with the NPCs there. Of course, the story of Shenzhou is only just starting in this version, and we're very excited to open more areas and stories in the future.
So thank you for that, Austin. I feel like you just shared a wealth of knowledge.
That's what I do.
But is there any chance you can share any information about future areas or stories?
So, not yet, but when the time is right, we will share it with everyone. We've developed many technologies and, of course, invested a lot of resources into this game so Trailblazers can see exquisite characters, fancy visual effects, high-quality cutscenes, and more. And so that's going to continue coming to you in the future.
Well, and Hoyoverse has had such a huge impact on the gaming industry over the past few years, not just on developers, but players and fans too.
Yeah, I feel like Hoyoverse came out of nowhere and now everyone plays Genshin Impact. It's everywhere.
Yeah, no, it was popular with the anime fans at the beginning, and more people were becoming more aware about Hoyoverse. But now even at the conventions, there's a lot of Genshin Impact cosplayers. I see them literally at every convention I go to. So.
I even cosplay Genshin Impact.
Do you really?
Yeah, I would cosplay 2 characters.
Oh, wow.
I love Hoyoverse's character designing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
If you go to a convention, you're going to see Genshin Impact
Yeah,
everywhere.
definitely.
Everywhere. I remember seeing a bit of Honkai Star Rail cosplayers last year at Anime Expo, and I was kind of surprised because the game's not out, right? So
Yeah.
But you know, we've done enough with the concept arts and all that stuff that we can start planning ahead and get people really excited. Kind of help bring that immersion to our world.
Makes sense.
all
Makes
the
sense.
hype.
Well, that must
Yeah.
be really rewarding too to see players be so excited ahead of the game's
Yeah,
launch.
and vice versa. I mean, if you're a traditional artist and you're drawing in a 2D space, it's super cool to start seeing your work, your effort being brought into the real life space.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. If I drew something and I saw someone dressed as the something,
Yeah.
No, that'd make me
even
feel really
if
good.
the game wasn't
Yeah.
out, I'm like, wow, you like the design that much?
Totally. I don't know
Flattered.
that I ever thought about it that way.
Definitely.
But on the subject of expos, your reach in the traditional mainstream video game industry is just getting wider and wider. So far, it's been Summer Game Fest, Gamescom, the Game Awards, and if I remember correctly, Tokyo Game Show as well. So even though you might have started off as an anime game developer and mobile game developer, your reach really is growing. And I think the cross-platform play helps a lot with that. Since Honkai Star Rail is also a cross-platform game, I would love to know, how do you balance between mobile, PC, and console users within the same game?
Yeah, and there are many players that are used to and tend to play games on mobile phones. And they also have the same amount of love for video games as others do. So we want to ensure we're providing them with the best possible game experience, regardless of platform, from the very beginning of development. The turn-based gameplay for Honkai Star Rail actually allows us to achieve this goal even better, because we don't need to be conducting many real-time actions and super precise operations. So we've also invested a lot of resources in the optimization for all platforms. So mobile players, PC players, and console players can all have a smooth experience playing the game.
Okay, well, how about instead we check out gameplay and try out the game? Lily, do you want to do the honors?
Absolutely.
Amazing. Well, let's play some Honkai Star Rail. Ooh.
Here we go. Starting off with strong with Seal.
I know Lily's happy. She's not her favorite.
Cute. I love her.
So cute.
Very elegant, very badass, very strong. Overall, 10 out of 10 character.
10 out of 10.
Very cute. Attacks with
The
her
character
tail.
design in this game is for real crazy. Like
Yeah.
Right. I love her tail.
everybody's extremely
Their little
unique. Doesn't
little
remind me of the next
antlers.
character.
Right?
really like
they
it.
really are all so unique.
Yeah.
He clean.
He's
Super
cool.
clean. Ooh, I like the like doorknobby thing on his
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yeah.
So is that,
Oh
I see
yeah,
why
that
people
knockoff.
with
want to
the lion.
cosplay. That's attention to detail. I didn't even notice that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I see why a lot of people would probably cosplay these characters.
Right.
Like
Right.
a lot of that's a lot of hard work, and they probably would come out looking really clean.
You know, those little attention to details make it tougher to probably create the cosplay, but I think at the same point it makes it all more rewarding, right?
Exactly.
Totally, totally.
You said that much better than I was saying that.
No, we're all aligned. Oh yeah, so then we have this little photo mode here. Allows you
Ooh.
to pose.
Different expressions, poses.
Pretty.
She's so elegant. I mean, honestly, all the characters are so elegant.
No, they really are. That's the only
Oh,
word
turn
you can
around.
use to
Yeah.
sum it
Gosh
up.
darn it. I'm such a pet. Wait.
Yeah.
There she is.
Okay. Yeah, so we're in camera mode, so you can change it to. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I think that first button you were pressing, I think, was kind of like switching between like front or back view,
Oh yeah, you're right.
or selfie mode.
so
Oh,
it's
that's
first person.
cute. Interesting.
Very cool.
They got every aspect
Yeah.
in this
I
game.
know,
They literally
right?
have thought of every single thing.
How long were you working on this?
Yeah. If you're a professional photographer and you want to
Perfect.
move on into the
Oh.
game world, this
Take
is
a
it.
picture?
Speaking of professional photographer, look
Right
at that.
there.
So cute.
That's hard. It's the
Yeah.
little details like that make you like really appreciate a game for real.
Right? I love the physics of her
She's
costume.
clean.
There we
I
go.
love
Yeah.
her.
Always need a good fox character. Fox
Right?
looking character.
The way her ponytail.
Yeah.
Oh, they really did their thing on these characters. And the abilities that you can just throw out, those are all just
I
amazing.
love the colors and her
Her
ability.
special effects, yeah, to that attack is just unseen. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that sort of like style. It's almost like
Yeah.
they're painting in
I would say
midair.
it's like painting. Well, and I like that there's kind of, it doesn't immediately disappear. There's kind of like
Yeah.
a delay on it. It's nice.
Arr.
How long do you think it takes her to get ready in the morning and tie all those ribbons?
Dude, this would take so long. I feel. I'm shy.
Oh.
Oh. So I know too, I think if we press T, we'll be able to actually start changing the team and showing off some of the other characters as well.
Oh anjing keren cok. Wah
Oh
anjir.
yeah.
See
Oh
who else?
March
shoot
7th.
There's
bro.
March
March
7th.
7th.
She's super cute.
She's so cute. You know my birthday's on March 7th.
Oh,
Alright.
you
Fun
should play her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll play her and then cosplay her.
That's really
Yeah,
clean
just
though.
really commit, to the March 7th bit.
I feel like naming a character March 7th is really bold, but that's really a cold name.
Yes.
That's a
Right?
good name. Like, that's hard.
I think as you maybe get to know her more, maybe you'll start learning
How
more
much
about why.
hairspray?
Nah, that hair is unique.
I like
That's
that.
some
That's a
unique
cool
hair.
That
hair.
is some unique
Nah,
hair.
Branya, they
Wow.
did the thing on character design.
They really did.
And there goes Himiko.
Oh,
There
she's
she
cool.
is. Good taste.
Gosh,
Good
I
taste.
love her hair. So pretty.
Her ultimate move, crazy.
I like her sleeves.
Clara.
I like how she's just shoeless.
Yeah.
She's courageous walking
Yeah.
around in those shoes.
She looks so sad.
We must know like her backstory that probably explains
Oh, I'm
all
sure.
of that, right?
100%.
I know she has a tragic backstory.
Oh, I love she's a little
Natasha.
teddy bear.
Cute.
Nice.
I
her
love it.
glasses.
The character design is so good and so unique for every character.
Namanya Sampo anjing.
Cute.
Make sure each one kind of stands like proudly on their own, right? It's
Namanya
Yeah.
Sampo goblok.
Wow.
Nasta,
Cute. Cute, 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 cute.
Serval.
Serval, this is the one that you're
Oh, that's
giving out,
hard.
right?
So
The light blue hair at the end is hard.
Herta. So right, this is who I was mentioning before, right? The Herta
Oh,
space
so
station.
this is
This
Herta.
Herta herself, right? So researcher, scientist, and collector.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, I wonder how much drag that tail has, like when she's running.
Right?
You
How much
can
weight
feel-
that is.
yeah.
Probably very heavy.
Yeah.
So we're right now in Shenzhou Laofo.
Anjing
I
banyak
like it.
juga cok map
I
itu.
believe that we saw in the distance there was the Jade Gate. Right, so there's lots of different little elements into this, our second world here, kind of showcasing lots of little things you kind of pick up and learn about the culture and sort of why people act the way they do and all that history we've been talking about. Something you really pick up in this game.
Super, super awesome. Oh, it looks so pretty
So
at night.
I think from here we're at the Exalting Sanctum. This is the place where the citizens actually live at. It's kind of more of the living quarters.
Cute. Love the ribbons flying
So
behind her.
pretty here.
And I think we saw a little peak of a giant tree in the distance.
Is this where it is? I'm unsure.
Yeah, I think it was to your right there.
How come it's all
Up.
like... It's...
There is a giant tree
I
there.
think I see a branch.
I think
I'm
I see it
trying to
right there,
make
too.
sure, as I look at it, to make sure that it is indeed the ambrosial arbor.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
the tree. That's
that's
tree right
it.
there.
So this is the ambrosial arbor. It's a giant tree left by one of the aeons of abundance. It was actually originally used to grant you eternal life, but was destroyed. So now, after that destruction, the ambrosial arbor has actually been closed and strictly forbidden to enter. Right, so there's these little elements, right, throughout this world that you're going to be able to see and kind of hint at this sort of story and other sort of past in history.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like we're seeing that. We talked about it a little bit with the character design, and then the worlds are all so distinct and rich, and I think that all just adds to, you know, the immersive aspect of this game.
Exactly. I did not know this map was that
Exploring.
big.
This is the Exalting Sanctum.
If you want, you can go to the Artisan Commission. Perfect.
Okay. Ooh.
That's so pretty.
Right, it's so pretty.
Alright.
You're like, I'm buckled in.
Yeah.
That is a clean boss design.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I love the flowers.
So,
It's like even the bosses are pretty.
right. So this boss is one of our new bosses. It's the Abundant Ebon Deer. So we're going to be fighting it now.
We're in trouble
Go, Lily, go.
I'll be honest, I really didn't have too many high expectations for the combat in this game before playing it, but you know, just because of the classic RPGs, there's not much that you can do. But just like I was explaining earlier with the ultimates and everything, I really think they put a lot of work into the battle aspect and animations of the game.
Right.
Yeah, visually, it's super fun to watch.
Right. And I think with, like,
That's one right there.
I think my favorite thing about RPGs too is like every time,
Di 19.000
like
toh.
as you get further and further, those damage numbers keep going up and up and up. It kind of just feels like that. You kind of feel that growth.
Yeah, that's a good feeling for sure.
These ultimate animations.
God, I think that's probably my favorite.
Also, like even like see they're hitting them with like ultimate moves. It still isn't taking off that much damage off of them. I feel like the game is like really difficult. So if you think you're just gonna go through there and easily win against every boss, I don't think it's that easy to
It's not
to just do
that
that.
easy.
Yeah, I see you
can
struggling a
attest,
little bit.
It's not.
You actually
So-
need a strategy and what every boss is like weak against and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't just like scam, in my opinion.
Well, and I feel like it really just
Anjing.
makes going through the game so much more rewarding, right?
Right,
When you
very
have
true.
to actually, I don't know if this is revealing too much about myself, but it's like when you really have to work
Yeah, no.
and then you get it, it feels, it's fun.
I agree 100%.
It puts the emphasis on like that team building, mechanic, right? Because you don't just grab like your 4 favorite characters. You can, I think, at certain stages, but when things get too tough, right? It's start looking to, okay, well, who's really going to be helping out this other character I have? That sort of like collaboration, those synergies that can really help with this sort of breaking down these tough bosses,
Exactly.
right? So we saw an attack boost just there from that character, so then you start dealing way bigger damage.
Yeah, no, definitely way more damage now.
Well, and then going back to just the strategy aspect, I feel like if it's in cases where the game and the combat is kind of too easy and you're just spamming actual like combat,
Yeah.
but it looks
He doesn't
like,
even do
you know, you
damage
need
by
attack
what
boosts, you need
the?
to think about healing, you need to think about like defensive boosts.
And like what the boss is like weak against. Certain characters have extra attacks.
Exactly, yeah.
And you can use ultimates freely. Like there's a bunch of things you can do.
Kayak sayang nggak sih dipakai
I
kulti
love her animation so much.
I
Itu
know.
I
ulti
love
loh,
all
like.
of your ultimate animations. I think they did so well on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they really put thought into each and every person's, moveset.
And
That's what I really like about it.
I think because like these animations are so great for these ultimates, I'm really happy that you can do the ultimates multiple times in the battle. Like in a lot of old RPGs, it's like you're saving up, and it might not even be like you might not get it for like 4
Heal,
or 5
Loy.
battles. But this
Yeah.
one's
Chill,
like,
chill,
no,
heal,
like,
chill.
That ultimate is gonna be charged up, and you're gonna be using
Ah,
it
gitu
multiple
dong.
times to see that awesome.
Ah, lu masih ulti sih, Cok.
big numbers. and
Lo kan
big-
mati anjing.
And even using it multiple times, you still can lose. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
So like, I see why they gave you the use to use it multiple times instead of just one.
The support abilities also feel really nice. Like whenever she gives damage boost or if Philo heals, like
Well-
it's just, it feels so useful.
Anjing himba banget
Yeah.
anjing energi regeneration
Sorry,
ulti
Lily, I was
bangsat.
sorry to interrupt you. And then on the left, it's kind of the order of who's up next.
Man,
for
this
combat,
guy
correct?
doesn't have any damage,
Yeah,
bro.
I like that. That's clean.
Yeah.
Yes, go Philo!
Ooh.
Gosh, I love her so much. She's so cute. Look at that. Like it's so
is
cute.
she like a healer?
She's a
Yeah.
healer.
Oh.
Support.
They have there's a couple classes in the game, all with like actual in-game terminology. But for our conversation's sake, right, you'll see some that are really good at AOE damage, some at single target damage, some that are more at like buffing your current
Okay,
team,
they said
some
in the
at
game.
debuffing the enemy, and then some more on like that healing side of stuff, protecting. And then there's a couple more around that as well. So what you just saw at the top
GG.
of the bar, that white one is
What
called
the-
toughness,
Phase
which can be
2?
weakened by enemies' weaknesses.
Dude, press 2
So if you
anjing.
get that down, it gives you
Oh
an extra
my
attack that turn and puts a debuff on the enemy.
Oh,
Well, then obviously you're the orange bar
you
is
you
health.
fucked up,
Got it.
bro.
I honestly would have thought we beat the
Bro,
boss
you
and then the
fucked
boss
up,
had another
phase
part
2.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it did.
no.
Yeah, there was a phase 2, but we're gonna move on
leaving,
from that one.
yeah, we're
that's
leaving,
enough teaser for.
Yeah, let the
players.
gamers find out about that one.
Yeah. So I think that is it for the gameplay part today. I believe that all the Trailblazers who
Halo,
have
halo,
never played
Cing.
the game, including
Halo, mie
myself,
goreng.
now have a deeper understanding of what Honkai Star Rail looks like, and you can experience the rest of the content in the game yourselves. You know, for RPGs, it's all about playing it on your own, and speaking from experience, it is always much more fun than watching others play. However, it is fun to watch others play.
Nah, buat VTuber aja bro, mahal bro.
Some new gameplay, right?
VTuber mahal bro, kagak murah bro.
So now, do you have anything else to share with us, Austin?
Oh, I have a lot more to share. So first of all, I'd like to quickly go through all the giveaway events in version 1.0 of the game, since we prepared a few events and giveaways for all of our players. So first up, we have our login event where you can get 10 Star Rail passes, or special passes, for the limited warp, just by logging into the game for 7 days.
Do we need to log into the game for 7 consecutive days, or?
It doesn't need to be consecutive. As long as you just log in for 7 days throughout the this time, you can get these passes.
Okay.
When Trailblazers reach certain Trailblaze levels, such as levels 5, 15, 25, and 35, you'll receive normal passes for normal warps, in the end totaling to 40 normal passes and 1,600 Stellar Jades. There is no time limit for this event. You can play the game with the speed that you feel most comfortable with.
And of course, our pre-registration rewards. Since there were more than 10 million players who have pre-registered for our game, we're celebrating by giving each player 20 normal passes and Serval, the lightning character with multi-target damage.
Oh boy, nice.
A huge thanks to all the players in the world for their love, and of course, all the creators in the community, like you two.
You're welcome.
Thank you too, Austin.
Even if you haven't pre-registered, it's not too late in any of that regard. This is our gift to every single player. You should find it in your mailbox today after you enable the warp function.
Oh, okay.
All good news. And now I get to remind you about the types of banners Honkai Star Rail will have. The first one is called Departure Warp, requiring normal passes with a 20% discount and a guaranteed 5-star character within the 50 polls.
Dude, please, bro,
Then
nya,
there
bro.
are the Normal Warp, also requiring normal passes, which contains 7 permanent 5-star characters and 7 5-star light cones, plus many 4-star characters and light cones and 3-star light cones.
Here's your chance to get Himiko.
Yeah, see.
There it is. So then we have the limited banners for version 1.0. The first character banner is Butterfly on Sword Tip with Seal. That's our quantum single damage character. We also have our light cone banner called Brilliant Fixation with the limited light cone in the night of Hunting Path.
That's so nice.
I know.
She's my favorite character, so it's like
Kayaknya ada giveaway
Biased,
yang
obviously.
ada yang giveaway siapa tuh?
These first limited
Siapa tuh?
banners
Kasih
will
tau
last
dong.
for 20 days starting from today, so until May 17th. But then, at that point, we will then start the second limited banner with Jing Yuan. The banner is called Swirl of Heavenly Spear. And then that's also to be paired with the limited light cone Before Dawn, which belongs to the erudition path.
wow.
So
You look
cool.
so cool.
Right.
Jadi
A friend
rame.
of mine actually voices it.
Gue sih suka Kel.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I saw it on
Gue
Twitter.
sih
I'm
suka
like,
Kel.
"Who's this?"
That's crazy.
Yeah.
These two banners will open on May 17th and last until June 5th.
Very cool.
Next, I'd like
Nggak
to
tahu sih, Ker, rame
use
apa
the
kagak.
last few minutes to introduce some of the special events we've prepared for our players around the world. We'll be doing what we call the Astral Express Global Tour, which is a global event happening right now. We've built an actual Astral Express locomotive
20.000 doang yang nonton, Jit.
placed in some of the biggest cities around the world, so you can see them in person. As you can see in the video, Times Square in New York and Shibuya in Japan are ready for the train to arrive.
So cool.
There are many regions running the event, so check out the details on our event website and follow our social media accounts for more.
That's actually.
Wow, I want to go.
That's,
Are these like little
that's unique.
hints?
Those were going to be some hints at the which locations are going to be.
Yeah, super cool.
This weekend, April 29th and 30th, my birthday, at Times Square, all
Jadi gue udah
trailblazers
gacha.
can go
Enggak, kayak
into
gue nggak
the
gacha tuh,
Astral
Kel.
Express.
Untuk saat
We're
ini.
also holding a mini event for you to get some merchandise starting from 12 to 7 p.m. each day of the weekend. Follow our official social accounts.
Gue kayaknya nunggu ini apa,
and
nunggu
or simply
kayak
just search the Astral Express
karakternya
logo
dulu
tour
gitu,
on search
informasi-informasi
engines.
dari
You'll
orang.
see the,
Kalau
website
bagus gue
that
coba
gives all
gacha,
the
kalau enggak ya
detailed
udah.
information for all the regions.
Wait, is the train the same size as it is in the game? Because it's crazy big in the game.
Very big in the
It's like
game.
the cabin inside the train is huge.
I don't know.
Yeah, we really wanted to build one that was like a one-to-one, you know,
Yeah, no.
rebuild of the train. But ultimately, we had to settle on a more smaller, you know, realistic version of what we could do.
Yeah. Still creative though, still creative.
Yeah.
Reroll
but
aja,
you'll
skip
notice,
dah,
you know,
reroll dah.
we didn't even get like the full train. We just kind of stuck with the locomotive. That really kind of iconic look. But either way, you know, the train we have